Hey, what's poppin', everybody? This is Phil. Baxter again is not here with us, and that's okay. We have somebody who is coming on as a guest again, and well, not again. This is his first time. His name is Jackie Xiong, a good lifelong friend of mine, and he won't be able to be here with me, so we're gonna try doing a little bit of a FaceTime overlap video shebang. So, everybody, welcome the legend, Jackie Xiong.
What's up? How are you doing? Yo, where's the applause? All right. Oh man, what's up, Brad? Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jackie? Absolutely, dude. I'm pumped to talk to you. How you doing?
I'm doing
How you
good,
doing
man.
during this pandemic thing?
I think it's sad to see it because we're not living like a normal life. But I'm seeing a lot of good out of this. For those, especially for those who haven't really been spending time with their family or just being able to do their own thing. This is a great time for them to kind of reflect on that and just take that time to just being able to just relax a little bit. So
Absolutely. Yeah, not everybody's not like routines, doing something all the time. They're able to be home and relax and see their families and stuff. It's always a plus.
oh, absolutely, dude. It really is, man. It really is. So
Yeah, I seen you posted a picture a little bit ago. I think it was on Facebook. It may have been your aunt, maybe, where it said, "I am not a virus."
yeah, no, I posted on Instagram.
Okay.
On my IG story, I found what is that? Someone shared it. I forgot their name, but I just took it from them, and then just posted it. So on my IG story,
How do you feel about that kind of stuff? How you feeling about that?
it's honestly it's really annoying, to be honest, and I think that's not right. But I know a lot of people understand that, and they do agree like that's not right. And I personally feel like people that are they they think Asian people are the cause of that virus, and they're just targeting everybody. I feel like everybody's got like a target in their head now. Like we're all like we have like a bounty on our head, like every one of us. So it's not fair to kind of point us out like that, to kind of keep us out and just yeah, it's I'm getting poor connections here from you, Brad. It's cool. Like not a big deal at all. But yeah, as I was saying, like I feel like a lot of us have like a bounty on our head in a way. Like I walk around at the store and now, just kind of like I'm really cautious where I'm at. I'm looking at this. I'm going to the store and I'm like keeping my eyes out, and
Yeah.
just being really aware of my surroundings now. I always have been, but now I'm like 110%. Like my awareness is like spiked up where I'm looking, just making sure nothing's gonna happen to me. So, but people
That's
do like
terrible.
they look at you differently now. They always have looked at me a little bit different. Maybe because I got a big head or something. So it's like very unusual. They're like, "Yo, this Asian dude's got a really big head." So, but I'm like, yeah, but I've always been used to that. I've always been used to like growing up, and I've always been used to getting bullied and being called like a lot of racist stuff. I mean, I've always been used to that. I'm used to it right now. But in today's world right now, with the COVID-19 going around, it really sucks. We're all being targeted, and I've seen these. You've seen like videos on Facebook where Asian kids are being targeted, and they're not even Chinese. It's like, yo, it's like, whoa, we're all targeted. So I just think it's unfair, to be honest, that we're all humans. We're all in one humanity, and we should all just start thinking better and to not just target a certain people, but to really try to make things better. Think about the bigger picture. So, what are you gonna tell your kids one day? So just think about that. But
Yeah.
it hurts, dude. It really hurts. So
Yeah, it's pretty unfair. I mean, but there's always people out there that are going to find a way to make other people feel small and feel less of themselves.
absolutely.
But no, I agree, man. Like right now, like during this whole time, like people should be treating each other with love and care, like respecting each other and growing from this instead of making it such a bigger issue than it needs to be. But what are you gonna do, huh?
No, you can't do anything.
Keep
You
spreading
can't.
love.
You can't mess with like stupidity in a way. You know.
For
What can you do?
Yeah,
What can you do?
stupid is what stupid does. I think that's the same. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
like yeah. Well, personally for me, I feel like when you try to like overcome stupidity and try to manage that in a way, trying to negotiate with that, it makes you more of a stupid person than they are, because you're dealing with
Well,
them.
yeah.
You're spending so much time
Absolutely.
dealing with that, so that makes you even like 5 times more stupid than they are. So you just have to
Yeah.
kind of keep
Hey.
your
It's a losing battle.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your battle. So regardless, just keep your mouth shut, dude.
Oh man.
But yeah.
But so you're handling yourself pretty well. I mean, you're still looking pretty big,
Me?
even though you're not able to hit the gym so often, huh?
Just you gotta stay on top of their proteins and stuff like that. But no, I honestly do. I've been limited on my food too. Like I haven't been watching what I have been eating lately. I've been just trying to just manage that right now. It's not the prettiest though. My meals right now, it's not that pretty. It's not the cleanest
Yeah.
right now. The food are kind of like scarce right now at the grocery store. Like you barely
Right.
can't get anything. You can't get any kind of chicken breasts or steaks or any ground beef, ground turkeys. A lot of stuff are just like people just they're there on time, man. They're there on time. The bam, once that door opens, they buy it. They're like, forget it.
All that stuff's gone.
It's gone,
Yeah.
baby. It's gone. I think people need to just not freak out about it. I mean, of course, it's a big thing. COVID-19 is a big thing, but you got to learn how to, prioritize that. Like, I'm going to take a 2-pack, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave the others for the other couples to come by and take it, or the older couple, or just any other people. Like, you got to think about, not just about you, but the other person.
Right. No, absolutely. It's silly to see these grocery stores that are just like empty. The shelves are just empty of food, and it's like, what? How? Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
But,
I don't know, man. I think personally for me, I feel like we need to be more like Jesus. Just, I mean, that's
always
one way.
the plan.
One way to kind of put it, though. Personally, for me, I think we just need to be more like Jesus. So.
And those are true words. Seeing it go into play is another thing. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are all about them at the moment, and they're making sure that they're okay.
Yeah. Well, let me. I definitely want to ask you this. How do you feel about that right now? Even, you saw like the outcome of it. Some ways you saw how like when something like this big hits in the in our society, in our today's world, and people are freaking out, and people are getting targeted. People are fighting over food. People are just like, what are your thoughts on that right now? What do you see right now?
Well, I think it's just funny. It's super crazy, and I mean the way I saw it was just like, this day and age we're so low attention span. Everything needs to be now, and like when this whole coronavirus thing started up, everybody thought it was a big joke, but that's because we found it early and fast.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, oh, it's not that serious, it's not that big of a deal, like just relax. And then the internet kept putting more stuff out, and like it's not even that big deal. I mean, there's more deaths from these viruses and these viruses, and it's like, okay, but that's because we found it now. Like we're just starting to realize it, and then it started popping off, and then people started creating this scare of like taking food and taking toilet paper, and it's just sad to see how easily manipulated everybody can be by the smallest amount of information. And it's like, if we could all just sit back and breathe and relax a little bit and be able to look at the bigger picture and maybe like actually look in the facts and figure out what's going on, you know, this could have been handled and situated way better than it has been, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
No, for sure. I think I could see like the true colors of like, for humanity in a way. Just
yeah, absolutely.
And like the true color comes out. It's phenomenal to see that. It's not phenomenal in a good way, but you're like, damn it. If something happens like this again, how can I be prepared? You know?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Like after this, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. After
like,
what?
Yeah, like after this, bro, like I'm gonna learn how to hunt. I'm gonna learn how to do spear fishing. I'm gonna learn how to fish. I'm gonna learn how to freaking skin a deer or whatnot. I'm gonna learn how to shoot a gun. Maybe I'm gonna learn how to defend myself. So maybe next year, my whole goal is just focusing on like prepping for like the next
skills
or next era coming up like this, dude. That's just me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, it is crazy that like you never realized how much stuff that you were relying on till now. Like where now you're like, wait, how am I going to eat?
Right.
How am I going to get my hair cut? How am I going to go to the gym? Like after this whole thing's over, I'm sure you're not the only one that's thinking about it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like, this is going to happen again. Yeah. And like, I need to be prepared. And they're gonna actually like, people are gonna actually have at-home gyms. People are gonna be actually good at cutting hair, and people are gonna be like actually good at feeding themselves. And there's gonna be a lot of businesses going out of business even after this whole thing's over, and it's gonna be crazy, I think.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to cut your own hair?
I did. I used to cut people's hair in college for a little bit. I cut my own. Yeah. I mean, I would sit with a mirror, and it was rough for the first 2 or 3 times I did it. My girlfriend at the time was like, "Yo, this is so bad," and I walked out thinking I was confident, like, "Yo, I look good." I got my groceries. My hair looked jacked up, man.
Hey, you probably can't see the back of your head. So every time you're passing a group of people, and they can see like, all right, this dude did something really bad with this hair. So when you're passing a group of people, they're turning their head like this, looking at the back of your head.
And I'm like, yeah, they're digging it. But they're like, no, bro. What is up?
Like, what's up with his head? Like, the back of his head is ridiculous.
the back of your head is ridiculous.
Some bad TV stuff. Yeah, dude.
Yo,
did you make any? Did you ever charge people for that, like cutting their hair?
No, I didn't really charge anybody because I'm not that good. I wasn't really worried about.
What, did they ever come back?
It's a good question. I think one person did. One person did. And then after that, they were done. They thought that, maybe it was like my first time. They'll give me another shot. They wore a hat after that every day.
Oh, I bet.
I was like, hey, why are you wearing a hat? And they're like, I just felt like it. And like, did you not like my haircut I gave you? And they're like, oh, no.
No, this is just my look today. But it's, I mean,
I just felt like wearing a hat.
Well, I mean, it's like a college look every day, though. I mean, a lot of people.
Wearing a hat.
Yeah, a lot of people just wear a hat. I mean, but that was. Yeah. I don't know. Many people just. That was my go-to though. My go-to outfit is just like a hoodie and a cap like this, sweatpants, some sliders.
There you go.
Why do I talk like I feel old? Like it's like, dude, it's only been 3 years ago. 3 years ago since college.
Well, after last month, I would have felt like that had been a couple years in its own.
Yeah.
That was a long month.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
yeah.
What do you? How do you feel about kids not having the opportunity to graduate and not having the opportunity to participate in their spring sport?
I'd be heated.
Yeah,
I
I know you. Yeah, baseball was your sport back in high school, wasn't it? Like that was your main sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could only imagine being that your senior year and it just being like. I don't even know how I'd feel, bro. It'd be so weird. It's like, usually we're doing practices, we're getting ready for those games, and it's just like, wow, it's not gonna happen. I mean, you'd be getting ready for summer training right now.
Yeah.
You guys be doing 2 days.
Yeah, summer training. Definitely doing those workout at the in the weightlifting room. For sure. But yeah, man. Definitely, I truly feel bad for like kids like right now, like especially seniors. And, like, if that was their go-to sport, like baseball, from track, from soccer. I mean, dude. I mean, it's devastating. Like if it was the other way around, like where it happened right in the summer, and if I was still playing high school football, dude, I would be devastated. It's gonna mess up a lot of recruiting process. It's gonna mess up a lot of opportunities, and it's gonna be devastating for a kid because they don't know what to do. They're like, okay, well now what? Like, can I still go to college? Can I still try to make a team?
Right.
So, definitely feel bad for them, man. I don't know. It's devastating.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, even for the kids that are going to school, I mean, you were pretty much done with school, and then now you have to take summer classes, or you have to take another semester of classes. It's like, that I feel so bad. Some of the kids in college right now, like Ty, he's in school right now, and his classes are getting pushed till way into June.
That's awesome.
No, that's awful, dude. That's like maybe like another month of school that you didn't have to have.
Yeah, and plus, like if he's going back to like back in the fall, his summer break is probably like really short.
Oh yeah. Because he's gonna be like getting out of school, and then he's gonna have like a month or so, and then he's gonna go right back in.
That sucks, dude.
So bad, and especially to do this whole thing over FaceTime and like Zoom. I mean, I've heard some people, the teachers are giving you more work because they're like, oh, you're at home, so now you have more time to do homework. It's like, no.
Like, no, man, I want to watch TV. Like, I want to sit there and I want to eat some oatmeal, put some strawberry on top of that, put some yogurt on top of that, mix it up, and just relax, dude. I don't know, maybe cuddle with my dog. I mean, I hate my dog, but...
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I want to do some stuff now that I'm home, but no, I got more homework gotta get done. Oh, it's silly, dude.
Yeah, and I bought a table, like I bought this table for a reason, so that I can because sometimes I sit on my bed and do like laptop work, but I bought this table for a reason so I can be up here, be accountable, and sit on my where my desk is at. But it doesn't help. It doesn't help. I'm still lazy, dude.
You just bring your procrastination from the bed to the table.
That's pretty much it. It doesn't help. It's whatever.
That's hilarious.
Jeez Louise.
Hey, it's tough, man. The other day, I was like, man, it's Saturday. I don't have to work. I'm going to just, I'm going to get some stuff done at home. And then as soon as I woke up and sat on the couch, I think I watched an episode of Dave, and then I watched, there's like this TV show on Apple, it's called Amazing Stories. I watched an episode of that. And then I just got sucked into the couch, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I wanted to do stuff today.
Yeah, it's like, who am I?
I just laid there. Oh, man. Sam said he was going to go do some stuff. I told him I was going to go do some stuff, and then he went and did his thing, came back inside, and saw me still on the couch. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Does he have a beer in his hand?
No. Well, he might have been out in the garage, but
With the beer, probably.
that's what I would have been doing. But
I'm joking.
I couldn't get out of the couch.
At least he's doing something though, like in the garage. Yeah. Probably do the same thing. He's probably got a garage out there too. No. He's probably got like a couch. I mean, a couch out there. That's what I meant. My fault. Golly, dude. Jeez.
Golly.
Awkward quietness.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
No, you're good, dude. Oh man, that's devastating though. Yeah, that's. Especially like for high school kids. Even college too. That's a bummer though. College
for
like if it was your senior year in college, and you're like, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to the NBA or the MLB or anything like that. Because
even think of like college kids right now. That's their issue right now. They're like, after this season, I'm putting myself in the draft, and March Madness has been canceled, so it's like they have no opportunity to really show themselves,
like showcase it,
Yeah.
Their best bet right now. I'm really hoping. It comes with being able to have like an agent or hire an agent to kind of help you out to get to the pro league. But for a lot of people that don't know anything about that or don't have that resource, their best bet is just focusing on the previous highlights or the previous success to have that showcase it for the recruiters out there. But that's really devastating for sure.
Well, even like the farm leagues for baseball, those guys don't get paid much at all, and like so they're completely canceled. And then like people that are going to like retire this season, they don't even have a season to play.
Oh man. That's a bummer.
Like, you're watching all these other guys with their retirement seasons, and they're getting like standing ovations. They're getting all these like really nice ceremonies and stuff, and they're gonna miss out on all that unless they don't retire this season. But
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I think I didn't take the COVID-19 that serious until the NBA completely canceled the rest of the season. And I'm just like, whoo, this is real.
Well, the MLB is about to cancel their whole season. They haven't even started.
That sucks, dude.
That's 180 games.
Yeah, dude. 180 games. You think it might be pushed back, though? Like, it might not be canceled, but it might start, like, when football season starts?
No, I don't think that. I don't know, man. It's tough to say. I think I've seen it on their... the commissioner was talking about it, but it's just like you start doing that, you start bumping things into things that weren't supposed to be happening at that time. Like playoff seasons are usually kind of pre-scheduled, and that messes up a ton of stuff.
Yeah. Plus, with go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
Nope.
Plus, with like a lot of like baseball seasons or any. Like baseball stadiums that might have other stuff too, like because they host a lot of things. So they're not just games, but they do host like concerts and host like maybe high school games, and they host I don't know, any kind of fundraiser or any kind of like clubs. They do a lot of that, and plus they have to worry about that too. So it's tough, but I think it's nice to have like a stadium that you're making continuous money from different types of stuff coming in. Like concerts, clubs, sports, pro baseball, pro football. So if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like you said, like they're having concerts during the same time as the season, so it's like trying to schedule that stuff in between games and everything, making sure everybody gets the. It's gonna be amazing to see who actually comes out of this okay. It's all over.
Dude, that's like the last man standing. You're like, I don't know if that was like a good thing or a bad thing.
Seriously, I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows if it was a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Wild. And I mean, people had weddings planned,
Uh-huh.
and those are
Yeah.
all canceled.
Yeah.
Dude, people are getting wrecked right now by this
Yeah, I mean,
Rona.
I just never thought the economy would be like this, or this would happen like in our era in a way. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess, I don't know. This is definitely a story to tell my kids one day, or tell my nieces and nephews or whatnot. Like, this happened when you were a kid,
Absolutely.
or this happened before you were born.
Right.
Golly, dude.
That's so silly. That's amazing. Oh man.
Yeah, you ever thought about kids?
I mean, yeah, but
This may be weird, but I don't know. It's like I wouldn't mind skipping the step to getting married, and I might just adopt a kid or something.
just
Huh?
so like no wife, no girlfriend or anything. Just have a kid.
Yeah, I'll adopt a kid. Just adopt a kid and then just see how it goes. And then maybe later on when I find a girl, and then I'll just marry her. Hey, I'm being dead serious. I'm being
As
dead
silly as that
serious.
sounds.
Huh?
I believe you. I believe you. I mean, if you can support a kid right now, I mean, more power to you. That's
Yeah, man.
wild. But I mean, I feel you though, at the same time. It wouldn't be bad to have a little rugrat running around.
I'd rather have a kid than like any kind of pet, though. I'd rather have human interaction. Like, I'd rather have I love my nephew. My nephew's like, he's a great kid. I mean, he's spoiled, but he's a great kid. And sometimes I looked at him, or I looked at my brother, and I was like, dude, you know what? I wouldn't mind having a kid first. I would adopt a kid before I get married. So.
Wow. That's something to think about. I don't know. I don't know if that just sounds wild, but I mean, honestly, if you could handle it, especially adopting a kid who's already like able to understand things, like you're not gonna have to deal with the whole like nurturing part. But I feel like for the kid, it might be a little weird.
And why is that?
Some 22, 23-year-old kid who doesn't really have a grasp of life yet and doesn't have anybody to help out is just gonna. Because I see just some random college kid having a little kid walking around with him, and then like teaching this kid lessons.
Some good lessons, though.
I could be. I would hope so.
It'd be like that Adam Sandler movie. It was a Big Daddy or something like that, or Bad Daddy.
I think it was Big Daddy.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
But yeah.
I can see my life being just like that.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrible, though.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Let me know how it goes though. I'll do it after you're done.
And you guys will love him, man. I know you will. All of my friends.
Because it would be better than a dog.
I said,
you actually have to take care of a dog. Once you teach a kid how to go to the potty himself, he'll go to the potty himself. You don't have to take him out all the time.
Yep. Hey, I'm just saying though.
But is that weird though? Is that weird to think about a kid as a pet?
No, I didn't say that. I never. No, hey. If that's coming from you, yeah, yes, I've compared both of them together, but it's like, would you rather have a? That's completely different though. Would you rather have a dog or a kid? I mean, regardless, just taking care of both of them. But I would rather have a kid though.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Sure.
Go right ahead. That's phenomenal. That's crazy, dude. Oh man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Would you rather have like a daughter or a son first?
Son.
And would you rather have a boy or a girl first?
A boy.
Yeah.
I would like to have a boy so that not only can I get him to help me with work, but then if I did have a girl, I'd have an older brother to take care of her.
Right.
Because obviously I'm not gonna be able to go to school with her and stuff. So you got an older brother there. Give me the details of what's going on.
So this is what happened, Dad. All right. I saw this guy, and I just socked him. Pow.
Why?
It's like, why would you do that? Why? It's more like you should have. But I would support my kid. I'm like, why would you do that? But dude, go you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. You gotta support your kid. I think there's too many people just beating them up for doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Instead of like telling them they're wrong, but like at least letting them know that like they had good intention behind it or something. You know? I mean,
yeah. I think I don't know. Like my nephew is kind of he likes to hit people, right? So he hits me because he hates me. So
okay.
Would you rather have when you have your kid, right? Would you rather have your son? Would you rather have your son a abusive kid, or would you rather have him as a soft kid?
Abusive.
Abusive? Yeah. Why is that?
I mean, I don't want to like make that sound weird, but I mean, because I'd rather my kid be able to stand up for himself.
There we go. I like that.
I mean, because I mean, he's abusive, but he's only abusive because he doesn't know his own strength. Once he starts to figure himself out, you know, he'll grow into a good, solid kid who can handle things correctly. I mean, yeah, he'll probably go into the whole bullying aspect, and I don't approve of the bullying part, but the bullying part, if it's handled well, can be turned into something good and strong instead of a continuous bully throughout life. And he might beat up on some guys, but I mean, I know that beating up on another person, and then if that person knows how to handle himself too, can create a really strong relationship at a certain point. Because not only did the bullied kid, abusive kid attack somebody, but that kid also stood up for himself, and then now there's like a good respect, and then they know how to work together and build something.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that abusive part, you know, you're not really showing who you are.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of hiding of like
your
feelings and who you want to be.
Yeah, and people can take advantage of you if you're like soft and quiet.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, for any kids out there that feels that way, or anybody, they should also kind of seek help. You know, seek counselors for anything like that. I mean, I don't approve of it. Where I don't approve of kids being
out of hand.
Huh? Yeah. Right. It does get out of hand.
Go ahead. Well, just start it from like where we don't need to like say anything. Just.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think for any kids that are like, you know, feeling like they're being you know, bullied or being verbally abused, they definitely should seek help for that for sure. But then when we talked about having a kid, like, would you rather have a kid that is abusive or a kid that's kind of soft and quiet? But I think having a kid, like what you said, that's somewhat abusive, that could kind of stand up for themselves. But I think, like what you said, also that they can manage that and not take that and run with it. Like, don't learn how to stand up for the right people. Learn how to stand up for those who are voiceless. I think that goes a long way too. So I mean, even now, like the kids that I'm hanging out with back in the day in high school, I mean, I was bullied. Every one of them bullied me, but we're all friends now. So, I mean, it's rough. It was rough, but everybody that my friends now that they used to bully me. Like, I think I've told you the story before, but I think, especially, I think Nico was one of them. Nico, Justice, Aaron James. a lot of the upperclassmen, I mean, I'm cool with them now. It's funny. Like, I used to be like, they used to bully me, and I'm now, like, cool with them. So.
Yeah. Well, I see it as, like, the Hercules comic book. Just, like, if you don't know how to control your strength or your whatever, it can get out of hand, and you can start causing issues and, like, breaking stuff. But, like, once you know how to control your whatever it is, your anger, your power, your bullying, you can use it for good. And, like, at first Hercules was, like, destroying a bunch of stuff just because he didn't know how to control his strength. And then once he started to learn how to control it, he was starting to use it for the good reasons.
Yeah, yeah. You know? And that's exactly it, man.
And that's how I see, like, what an abusive kid is.
Yeah. But that's good though. It's good to look at it that way. I don't know. Like, I think kids just it's just interesting, man. They're in their lifetime. They almost feel like they can't. They don't have a voice in a way, and it's hard.
Yeah.
And every time they go to somebody, it feels like nobody's helping them, and it feels like the world's against them. So
yeah,
so it's funny to see how, like, I mean, of course I was bullied. I mean, I was bullied bad. Like, I was, like, when we talked about the COVID-19 part, I mean, I was throwing, like, I was being, like, racial slurs at me and just everything like that. But you just gotta hone into it, just trusting yourself. Like, it's just part of a season that you have to kind of manage through it, and pretty soon that storm's gonna go. It's gonna pass. But I mean, on the other side, that's.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I think I'm done. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, like, that goes to the. I mean, you know, I'm sure a lot of people don't think I really have a voice in the whole racism thing, but at the same time, it's like you have to be able to find a certain part of yourself to where, like, okay. You know, I am of a different ethnicity, but, you know, I need to be able to see what people are saying, and, like, if it is mean, either just, you know, let it go through me and try to understand where they're coming from, and that, in my opinion, really is what defeats the racism. Because, I mean, people like to make jokes, but some people don't really know how to say a joke well or right, and then it'll always come off a little more rude and irritating or hurtful to the other person.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, like, just like I said, like, you know, if the bully is bullying a kid who doesn't have a voice, and that kid who doesn't have a voice stands up for himself, that level of respect is met.
Yep.
And there's no longer that bully and then bullyee.
Yep.
You know, there's no longer that white person and that black person. It's like, once you learn to be able to handle the other person's whatever, you connect. You know, you see each other pretty similarly. Yeah. At least that's how I see
like
a lot of it.
Yeah, like see eye to eye. So.
Yeah. To the point to where then, like, I can make a joke about you, but you will laugh about it, and then you'll just make some stupid joke about me, and then I'll laugh about it, and then it's just like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't see it as racism. You see it more of just
mutual. Yeah, it's friends. I remember Justice. Justice would always call me Chink, right? But he doesn't really mean it. He would just say it. But that was our thing, though. It was our thing, and I was fed up with it. But then he kept saying it, and then I kept, like, letting my ego go. I'm like, man, we're just having fun, you know. It's a joke. We're having fun, but he doesn't intentionally mean it. But then all of a sudden, everybody just started calling me that, and I was like, no, you don't get that free pass. Like, that's our thing, not yours, and I don't know you well enough, but this is my thing with him and I. And then Nico goes like, What? No, I always call you that. I'm like, Nico, what are you talking about? Like, get out of here. And so I'm like, no, you don't. You don't ever call me that. I looked one day. I looked at him. I was like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, don't call me that.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm supposed to call you that, but in the most serious like manner. And I was like, no, Nico, it's justice and our thing, not yours and mine. You can think of something else, but no, we don't do that. Don't abuse it. You know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's fun. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, no, it's a really weird line. But I mean, and like when somebody says something in that aspect, like when Justice was calling you a chink, like 100% of the time, it's to see your reaction.
Yeah.
So you react to it and laugh. He's gonna keep calling you it, but he's gonna keep calling you it in the you thought it was funny first. Now we're friends. Now is the thing. Or he's going to call you it, and you're going to get mad.
Yep.
And then he's going to continue to call you that because he enjoys watching somebody else get frustrated.
Yeah, that's true.
Then, so there's only two paths most of the time, and the not weaker way, but the easiest way, the like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get irritated. The fact you just call me something that was really rude and get at you.
Yeah.
Instead of just like trying to create a friendship, trying to create a relationship out of something silly.
Yeah, I think it's about how you receive it in a way. People receive it in the wrong way. Some people don't know how to take that, which is completely understandable.
Yeah.
They're not used to that. They're not used to being like the minorities. They're like, hey, what is that term? Like, why are you calling me that? But
right.
But that's what it takes for someone to kind of stand up for themselves to find that respect. The bully or the person calling you that name may not know what they're doing wrong until you address it to them. And I've dealt with that a few times, and it's a matter of how you receive it and what are you gonna do with it. You either take it and just keep it quiet. And if you can go through it, if you can take that, then yeah, go through it. But if it's a concern with you and if it brings problems to you mentally, then you can address it to that individual. Like, I don't like what you're calling me. I don't think that's the right. I have their name. You know, you can call me that by that name, but you don't need to call me that. So I don't know. I think I've already finished the other part of the
Oh yeah. So just say it real quick, like what you're ending with.
My ending. I kind of forgot, dude. We mentioned how if you don't like being called a certain name or anything like that, you got to address it to the other individual talking out. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's definitely not a one-way street. It's definitely two, you know.
Yeah.
But and you were talking about how like the bully sometimes doesn't really know what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know, and that's mostly going back to like the parents or the stuff he's been listening to. So he'll hear something and he'll just say it because he connected a word with a person, and he thinks that that's okay to say, so then he just goes ahead and says it to somebody, thinking that it's just something, and then it's taken bad, but they like the reaction, and then they eat that reaction up.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, and it's crazy.
And mainly like I think people like that, they kind of abuse it because when they say it, everybody around them, they're like, oh yeah, bro, that's so right, that's so true. Like they just laugh with them. And it kind of boosts them up. Like, yo, I gotta, like, okay, people love me for doing this. People like me for saying this certain type of stuff, and they eat that up really good. They just like consume it really well.
Oh yeah. Well, seeing someone put somebody down for some reason is such a hype for a lot of people.
I know.
They want to keep going.
It's
So you see
unbelievable, man.
one person do it, say like, oh yeah, I want to do that too. I want to make them feel like that. Like,
Yeah, and
yeah,
they abuse it, man, and it's but it takes that one person that to say something. Um, I know, I know when I had this person, I think it was this event. No, I was at the All Star practice for high school, and then Justin kept saying something. We were like on special teams, right? And he kept saying something to me, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Okay," but he was making it so noticeable and like for everybody to hear, like all the different athletes there, so that they can hear. And he kept calling me like
yeah,
abusing that name. He was like Jake, and this and that, and I'm like, what the heck, dude? And I'm like, dude, right in front of these dudes, but he was like literally abusing it. So that I didn't say anything to him that the whole practice, and then I didn't
yeah,
respond to him. He was like, what did I do? What did I do? And he kept
yeah,
looking at Aaron and like, yo, what's up? What's up with him? And then he texted me later
yeah,
that night. He said, what did I do? And I was like, I'm like, dude, you can't call me that in front of everybody. You're abusing it. You're abusing it right there.
yeah. It's hard to know the boundaries, man. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's definitely a very interesting, goofy subject
Yep.
for sure.
But we talked about it. We're cool. It's
Yeah,
it's no big deal now. But I mean, he texted me and I told him like, dude, this is what you're doing wrong. I'm your best friend. So
yeah. Well, and it's good that you did that too. I mean, it's good to talk about and at least let the other person understand what's going on.
for sure, yeah, man. But it's good times though. Really good time. Really good time though.
Growing moments. Growing
Oh,
moments.
dude, nostalgic moments, man. You ever had those moments? You sit back and kind of just think about the days, man. Just think about anything, like the old days of what you used to do, the people that you spent time with, and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I do it all the time. I mean, I try not to do it too much though, because I'd rather just keep like the continue making new memories
Yeah, yeah,
and not being stuck.
in the same place.
Yeah. So I mean, it's even better when you can talk about even more stuff than just talk about. Oh, remember that time in high school?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, I
yeah,
got
we
you.
talked about it last time we hung out. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I like how I remember I see like people like during football practice. I see like old alumni that just come out and just watch practice. I'm like, yo, get a life, man. Like, what are you
yeah,
doing? Go home. Like, go somewhere.
yeah.
Like, it's funny, dude.
I thought I always felt about like seniors sticking around longer than after they graduated and they come help out practices, they come help out with games.
Nick Hurt.
It's like, dude, come on. There's something else you could be doing right now.
Yeah.
And you're here.
I can name a few guys, but I don't know if I want to name them.
Yeah, I wouldn't name drop.
Yeah, you know who you
Probably.
are. You know who you are.
you know
Like, I don't
exactly.
hey, I don't even have to say it. You know who you are. Um, hey, man.
It's true though.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
just-
unless you're like super old and like you've already had your life and now you're just kind of living in the area, that's different. Like,
I think that's
Yeah, that's cool.
it's not annoying, but it's like it's very like it's such a sluggish situation, man. It's like you're still around the school, you're I don't know what you're doing. You're just you just don't want to leave. And if you like
Right.
your community, then yeah, by all means, stay put. But if you have ambitious and like dreams and more to that, then you need to do something about it. And not just stick around the old
Absolutely.
place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, so you've been in South Carolina for a long time.
Yeah, close to 3 years.
How long?
Yeah, come July
You enjoying
26th.
it there?
Huh?
You enjoying it there?
I love it, dude. I love it. I think this is where I need to be, and I'm certain. I know like I found like a good crowd that I'm supposed to be with. Um, and I'm finding a nice balance here in South Carolina than I ever did back in Ohio. Um,
Yeah.
so it's been great so far, man. I can see myself settling down here, like maybe in the next 10 years. You know,
Really?
have like a life, for sure. It's kind of weird, but
That's awesome. No, I mean, that's the whole point. You're supposed to try to making yourself feel like you have to be. This is where you want to be at home at.
yep.
Uh, but I'm sure it's a completely different lifestyle down there in South Carolina than it is in Ohio.
Oh man, it is. It is big time. Like a lot of people are getting married, like this, like young kids, young people, and
Yeah.
they're very laid back too. It's such a southern state for real. People are so laid back and they chill, and they just the Christianity culture is so big down here, man. Like it's phenomenal. It's like blessing on blessing and blessing from everybody. But it's great,
Absolutely.
you know. It's a great community. Everybody here, they help each other, man. They're so involved. And it's a different change from Ohio. When I was in Akron, Ohio, and I moved down here, everybody's so supportive. And they're just so. You just have to ask for help, man. You ask for help, you'll receive it. Um,
Yeah.
in the way that you want. So it's a great community, man.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. Wish that kind of community would grow and be something that could be more applicable here in Ohio, but it seems like it's tough.
I don't know,
There's
man.
not a whole lot to do around here all the time.
Yeah. I don't. Akron's pretty tough, man. Like I think. Wait, how did that happen?
I just forgot to put it back in.
Oh, Brad's gotta fix the mic.
I don't even know if it hurt me.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh well. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Oh man. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. The life in Akron just very toxic, to be honest. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I said it one time on my Snapchat. I was like, Akron is so toxic. And a lot of people were just like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you need to get out. You need to go out and explore, like, what's out there. And
I think it's definitely a mousetrap.
yeah, dude.
People get stuck and they stay there until they die.
Until they
And
die,
they
you
don't
said?
really- yeah.
Oh, jeez. You might be right.
I mean, dude, there are a lot of people around here that seem like this is where they've been and this is where they're gonna stay.
I didn't realize how small, like, Akron was. Or from where we live, Springfield. Like, how small it was. Until I left and I came back.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy. Like, wow. This is a small town. Like, we don't have much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
No,
mean-
dude.
I mean, all we have is farmer boys.
So-called farmer boys.
Uh,
So-called hillbillies.
there was the hillbilly breakfast. I like that one. The one on the menu.
The hillbilly breakfast.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Which one? Oh, farmer boy.
Yeah, farmer boy.
Yeah, farmer boy. That's the
Yeah,
place.
yeah, they have like a hillbilly breakfast. It's called hillbilly. Hillbilly breakfast. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I
man,
know what you're talking about.
you're good.
Well,
How's the
wanna wrap it up?
huh? Wrap it up? Yeah, man. That's up to you.
Yeah. That's,
How are we gonna
Sounds
end
good
this?
to me.
Though? There's gotta be some kind of like, I don't know. How do you want to end it?
just thank you for spending some time hanging out, talking, being on the show. I know this whole thing's starting off rough, but I hope I appreciate your help and support, and I mean this is gonna be a fun ride getting to the end. So I appreciate you being on and talking and spreading some wisdom.
Hey, I appreciate that, dude. Thanks for the invite, and thanks for the friendship. So, for sure, man. This is
Absolutely,
great.
I'm always here.
Absolutely. Just let me know. Holla at your boy.
Will do. Hey.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
All right,
Peace,
man.
Jack.
Peace out, dude. Thank you.